Welcome back, gamers. This is SKS for Let's Play Alter Ego. We have reached adulthood. Yay! Things are going pretty good for us. Let's see what this screen looks like. Oh, we got a lot of stuff, a lot of physical activities. Um, we've already done school. We have a relationship. We've bought pretty much everything, I believe. Let's see, is anything else added? No, not really. We bought a boat. We've bought everything, so shoot, I have to buy something. So we'll buy some more books. I like to read. Yes. We'll pay cash. I think I can get a new job now. Let's apply for a full-time job. Well, I guess I'm still... Oh, whoops, I clicked on something. So we're going to do this. You and the love of your life has been invited to a dinner party. At one point during the night, a man whom you barely know inappropriately brushes your partner's breast and fails to excuse himself. You get the distinct impression that it was not an accident. I'm going to be angry about this. You can grab the man physically and demand an apology, walk over to him to the corner of the room and politely ask him to watch himself, brush this off as being a silly joke, let her take care of it herself. No. I'm not going to beat him up, but we're going to walk over to the corner and talk to him. As it turns out, the fellow has a perfectly reasonable explanation. He apologizes and mentions that he has a mild case of cerebral palsy. He has difficulty moving around in a crowded room such as this. As a result, he sometimes bumps into people. He assures you that it wasn't intentional and offers your wife a sincere apology. By not creating a scene, you have avoided an embarrassing situation for the three of you. Oh, I feel sorry for him. Alright. You know what? Let's get engaged. Welcome to the marriage icon, where you in this icon you can make arrangements to plan and enter into a marriage, or, and I'm sorry to have to be so blunt, leave a marriage. What would you like to do? Become engaged, plan and have a wedding, get a divorce? Let's become engaged. How much money do you want to spend on her? Oh, fuck. My mother died, so let's give her a family heirloom. I think that would be appropriate. Oh. Um, I have $12,000, so I guess I'll spend 10,000 on the ring. Yeah. Are you sure you're not trying to buy her affections? I hope her hand can manage the weight. Do you plan on asking Ruth's parents for their blessing? Yes. You always do that, gamers. How considerate. This is how our parents react. Her father senses your trustworthy character and approves of this aspect of your personality. Her mother senses your gentleness and likes this about you. Her mom sees that you are responsible and make a good provider for your family. She approves of you in this aspect. Overall, Ruth's parents think that you're a nice young man. They like you. You have their blessing. Now you must pick a way to propose. Which will it be? Have the waiter bring the ring as a dessert after the romantic dinner. Take out an advertisement in the newspaper. Take the traditional route and propose on one knee. Do it your own way. None of the above. I think I would want to have the waiter bring it out as a ring. That would be pretty neat. The waiter sneaks out the back door with your fiance's ring. Fortunately, he is captured. Your hopeful engagement ring has gotten off to an exciting start. Now for the big moment. You're waiting for her to accept or reject your proposal. She accepts your proposal. You're on your way to your wedding day. Congrats. Wow! Fucker tried to steal the wedding band. What a... I should have thought about that with it being a $10,000 ring. I think that you're only supposed to spend 3 months of a year's salary on it, or something like that. I don't know. Uh, oh well. It's alter ego. You do what you can, gamers. Okay. So I'm pretty much flat broke now. 2,000. So I don't know. Let's do an intellectual thing. Your friends have been telling you for a long time that you should seriously consider writing a book. I've been told that in real life. Like, I've come up with a great storyline based on like old RPG games like Ultima Online and the Ultima games, Dragon Warrior, stuff like that, that just evolves fantasy. I've come up with a great line, created my own area. I've actually thought about writing a book. I just don't know how to go about it. Uh, it's something that strikes me as interesting. So I'm going to take them seriously and select action. Try to write the book, do not try. I'm going to try. I think I could do that in my spare time. You certainly have the discipline for the task. You're certainly bright enough to manage this task. You're expressive enough to do it. Your confidence shows that you believe you are capable of doing the project. What an ambitious undertaking. In what area would you like to write the book? Something fictional and creative, a social commentary, a romance novel, a college textbook, a business guide. This is where I could really wished I could probably do a romance novel. I mean, as much as I've been involved in, but I think I'll do a social commentary because I think my social level is really high. Your book is completed and published. Over the course of the next few months, the company that publishes your book is plagued by financial difficulties. Your total profit for the adventure is $1,000. Well, that's pretty cool. I made some money. All right, let's take care of our fiance. Let's plan and have a wedding. Marriage is serious commitment, one that should last a lifetime. Are you sure you can handle it? No, but for the sake of the game, I'm going to put yes. Do the two of you want a large or a small wedding? Gamers, I think that right now in my life, my brother was the one who ran off and he got married in Gatlinburg, Tennessee without anybody knowing. I think that if I would do something like that, which if I did elope, run off and get married, I think that I would do it in Vegas. Just because it's something that you two could share, something that you all did random. Or I would run off to a different state and just show up at a random church and ask the pastor, be like, you know what, we're in love, will you marry us? I think that would be cool. Um, I spent a shitload on this ring, so I want to have a small wedding. Okay, as long as the two of you agreed on it. What kind of honeymoon would you like to have? Extravagant, nice, romantic, not necessarily too fancy, quiet and simple. Nowadays, people seem to do the quiet and simple marriages, or the quiet and simple honeymoons, and then they take the money they would have spent on an extravagant honeymoon and they put it toward their house or wherever they're going to live. I think I'll go for the middle ground, nice and romantic. That sounds nice. In what kind of area do you two want to eventually to live? In the city, in the suburbs, in the country? Right now, gamers, I live in the country. It has its pros and it has its cons. I've also lived in the city, and it also has its pros and its cons. I've never lived in a subdivision or in the suburbs. I think if I had to think about it though, if I had kids eventually, I would want to live in a subdivision in the suburbs because my kids would have neighbors down the street they could actually communicate, social. So I'm going to live in the suburbs. It's tough to find a decent place to live by these days, you know. Now that you have thought about some of the major preparations, the weeks fly by until your wedding date. The time that passes is crucial and can determine the future success of your entire marriage. Everyone has their share of problems during this time. Unfortunately, this includes you too. Uh-oh. More than one of your close friends warns you not to marry Ruth. All of us hate her. One of them explains she treats everyone like garbage, even you. Hadn't you noticed? Does this make you want to change your mind about the wedding? Oh my god! This is not funny. This is this is me going to pause this recording and walk away and get more to drink because of this. I'll be right back, gamers. Jesus Christ. Alright, gamers, I'm back. You know, this game was all fun and games until I got to this screen. Being who I am, you all have watched enough of my Let's Plays. I'll go ahead and share with this. And I've dated girls who have been this way, have treated me like crap. I think that everybody I've dated has treated me like crap, and a lot of them that I've dated cheated on me. Um, Ruth has not cheated on me, but yet evidently she treats me like crap. And since all of us hate her, including my friends, there's the old saying that 9 times out of 10, if you hear a rumor, it's probably true. The reason that I'm single right now in real life, SKS is single. Oh my God. I mean, I go out and I have fun and I get drunk with people and yeah, I do some random things. But I do that because it's fun. People don't treat you like crap. You go out and have a good time, you live life. But when they're telling me that this girl, which we knew her gentle level was way low, but when they're sitting there telling you that my friends hate her and she treats everybody like garbage, even me, does this make you change your mind about the wedding? I'm going to have to put yes. I mean, I don't want to marry somebody like that. That's why I broke up with my last girlfriend. I mean, this is alter ego, but yeah, it makes me change my mind. In that case, it's best if you end it now before things get too complicated. Well, I am unattached. So, gamers, there was my thing. So, I think the first thing I need to do is go meet somebody new. Around town in a club, at work, someplace other than let's meet somebody in a club. That seems more my thing. We got Martina, Judy, Kathy, Helen. Oh my God, Brenda, Suzette, Roxanne, and Joan. Gamers, the story that I just told you was actually about a girl named Roxanne. That kind of makes me sick. Brenda is my best friend's mom's name. Helen was my other best friend's mom name. Kathy's a girl that's my dad's new wife's sister. You know, I think this game's playing a joke on me. So I'm going to take a big swig of this tequila and cranberry. And I'm going to click on Roxanne. And I know this is going to cause bad feelings, but watch it be the perfect person. Moderately trustworthy, not very general, moderately calm, not very happy, very confident, not very attractive. Gamers, that's not even going to say it. She was a twin, but it's not those type of twins. You meet Roxanne in the following way. She coordinates outdoor concerts for the Parks and Recreation departments. After deciding you are attracted to her, you ask her for a date. Fortunately, she accepts. I don't like her. I'm going to meet someone else. We're going to meet in the club. Let's go with Suzette. Suzette is kind of close, like my brother's wife's name, Susie. So let's try Judy. I like that name. Not very trustworthy. Not very gentle. Not moderate. Gamers, I'm too old in my life on this game. Let's meet somebody at work. Maybe we've worked with somebody the whole time, and let's try Joan. Moderately trustworthy, moderately general. She's not very calm. That's fine. I'm the same way. She's very happy, moderately confident, moderately attractive. You meet Joan in the following way. She's in charge of one of the departments at work. After deciding you're attracted to her, you ask her for a date. She accepts. Sweet. I think I'll stay with Joan. All right, let's go on a date. You've just been informed that Joan can be found on pages 56-63 of the current issue of Gent House magazine. So, I'm dating a model? Fuck yeah! Oh, let's go steady. You and Joan make a handsome couple. Sweet. I am dating somebody who that just tickles my fancy. You know what? Let's go up here and let's do a vocational thing. You are at work and a decision about something has to be made. Fast. The person from whom you need the most help is making the decision is unavailable for consultation. Accept the mood. Independent, cautious. Uh, I'm going to be cautious and let's see. Trust your instincts and proceed without the consultation. Put the decision on hold. Wait, but it said fast. I'm going to trust my instincts. A curious combination of choices and in some senses a bit contradictory. Being cautious implies monitoring your impulses. Trusting your instinct means following your impulses. The deciding factor should be how well you've done in managing them in the past. You've done well. Your decision meets with a successful outcome. Sweet. You know what? I'm not even going to mess around. Let's become engaged. I'm going to spend like $1,000. I hope she likes it. Yes, I'm going to ask her parents. How considerate. Her father is trustworthy, mother gentle, her mom sees her responsible. They have a blessings. We're not going to do the waiter this time. I'm just going to propose on one knee. I'm going to be normal about it. Ah, yes, the oldest but probably still the most effective way of winning the lady's affections in a lifetime. Now for the big moment. You're waiting for her to accept or reject your proposal. Everything you've done is so romantic and so flattering. You and Joan have come a long way together. Unfortunately, Joan tells you she just doesn't think she's ready for marriage right now. There are too many things she hasn't done or seen. Let's stick it out and hope that she changes her mind. You must really be hung up on her. Months pass and the relationship has its ups and downs due to underlying stress and a decision that is yet to be made. Finally, at 2 a.m., the phone rings. It is Joan. She has an answer. I'm sorry, sniff. I can't sniff, sniff. Go through with it. Sniff, sniff, sniff. I'm not having very much fun playing this game right now, gamers. Um, I I don't know. You know what? I really don't know. Maybe I screwed up. Me and Ruth should have got. I don't know. Let's meet somebody else. I'm gonna go back to the clubs. Let's get drunk and meet somebody. Let's try Martina. She's not very trustworthy, moderately gentle, not very calm, very happy. She is very attractive, not very confident. Yeah. Let's try, as much as I hate, let's try Kathy. She's moderately trustworthy, not very gentle, very calm, very happy, moderately confident, moderately attractive. Sweet. She does the same job as Roxanne did, the parks and stuff. That's kind of weird. Let's go on a date and see what she is like. Kathy has prepared a delicious home cooked dinner for you. Well, that's brownie points because she cooks. She has spent an entire afternoon. Oh, I have to stop right there. It reminds me of a joke. If y'all have never looked up these things on the internet called Velociraptor, it's a picture of a raptor, and he's thinking and pondering things. One of the sayings is like, if progress is having something done, what is its opposite? Congress. Interesting. But one of the best ones is he's sitting there thinking, and he says, if a tree falls and lands on a woman, and you see him thinking, and at the bottom it says, why was there a tree in the kitchen to begin with? Ooh. She has spent the entire afternoon preparing the meal. She has placed an arrangement of fresh flowers on the table. She has put on a suggestive, sexy outfit, guaranteeing you that an even more sumptuous treat is available after the meal. I like this girl. She leaves the room for a moment, and you notice that her cat, who has been in and out of everything all evening, has a familiar-looking dinner dripping from his face and whiskers. The cover from the casserole dish is ajar. What will you do now? Um, I would like to curse at the cat, but I'm not going to tell her. I'm not going to mention it to Kathy. She serves you what you ordinarily have been a terrific dinner, but you can't help thinking that the cat's slimy little pink tongue probably covering the entire contents of the dish. Kathy is eating heartily. Um, okay, it's a cat. Big deal. Finish everything on your plate. With every bite you take, you ingest a tasting cat. You imagine tasting the cat's whiskers and hairs mixed up within the food, but you're afraid of hurting Kathy's feelings. When you're finished, she asks if you enjoyed the meal. What will you say? It was interesting. Yes. No. I will say yes. Kathy says Fluffy liked it too. I gave her some before we sat down to eat. Oh my god. Well, for one thing, gamers, I'm allergic to cats. I'd probably throw a shit fit because she had a cat, but I guess at my age, you gotta quit being so picky. Alright. Oh, I'm not in a steady relationship. Let's go steady with Kathy. Yay, let's have another relationship. Let's go on a date, have an experience. While you're out having cocktails with Kathy, you encounter Dr. Rex Nicholson, an old beau of Kathy's, and chief of neurosurgery at Memorial Hospital. He flashes his pearly white teeth, for which he paid his friend, the dentist, a pretty penny, at Kathy and walks over, twirling his keys to his brand new Mercedes around his index finger. Fancy running into you here, gorgeous. Mind if I kill some time waiting for Susie to catch up with me? Kathy seems to melt, introduces the two of you, and asks if you wouldn't mind the intrusion. What will you do? Say, actually, I do mind. We were discussing something important. Invite him to sit down, make a face, and accept reluctantly. Gamers, I would make a face and accept. Tisk tisk, watch yourself. The green-eyed monster is rearing its ugly head. No, no, not Dr. X, that green-eyed monster jealousy. Oh well, big deal. Alright, let's become engaged. Let's try this again. How much money do you want to spend on a ring? I'm going to spend 5,000. Are you sure you're not trying to buy her affections? I hope her hand can manage the weight. Do you plan on it? Yes, let's ask her parents. No, la, da, da, da. Let's do traditional again. This is the third time. I'm getting tired. Blah, blah, blah. Ah, yes, the oldest, blah, blah, blah. Now for the big moment. Everything you've done is so romantic. You and Kathy have come a long way. Unfortunately, Kathy. I'm going to stick it out with her again. Finally, you must be really hung up on her. A month passed, and the relationship has its up and downs due to underlying stress of a decision that is yet to be made. Finally, at 2 a.m., the phone rings. It is Kathy. She answers, I do. She accepts your proposal. You're well on your way to your wedding day. Congrats. Good God! Life is hard. God bless. I'm sitting here drinking, and this game still has me toward. I bet my hair is falling out right now. Jeez. Gamers, this. It's. Alright, let's hurry this up. I'm going to plan and have a wedding date. Marriage is a serious commitment, one that you'll have a lifetime. Are you sure you can handle it? Yes. Do the two of you want a large or small wedding? Fuck it, we're going to have a large wedding. What kind of honeymoon would you like to have? We're going all out. That sounds nice. In what area do you two want to live? The suburbs. Jesus Christ. It's tough to find a decent place to live. Now that you have thought about some of the major preparations, the weeks fly by until your wedding day. The time that passes is crucial and can determine the future success of your entire marriage. Everyone has their share of problems during this time. Unfortunately, this includes you. Kathy's family has been rude to your family and will not allow them to invite more than a set number of people. Kathy agrees with her parents completely. These people would be crushed if they found out they couldn't attend the wedding. Does this make you want to change your mind about the wedding? No. Because some of her family's not going to come either. With that out of the way, your wedding day comes and goes without a hitch. It will be an occasion to remember forever. Your wedding night comes and you climb into the bed with eager anticipation. Kathy is in the bathroom getting ready to join you. The door opens. Kathy slips in the bed next to you and cuddles into the bend of your warm body. She seems peaceful and at ease. The two of you relax from the hectic excitement of the day. You both fall asleep, tired and exhausted. You don't have the typical honeymoon sex experience. The next morning, two of you get ready to leave for your honeymoon. How will you be traveling to your honeymoon spot? Okay, here's something that I've learned from a lot of my friends that have got married. Most of them on their honeymoon that night don't have sex. They fall asleep. And they do it the morning after. Here's the thing, most relationships nowadays, you're already banging each other before you get married. Why does the honeymoon have to be, you know? We are going to go by plane. The trip to your honeymoon hideaway is a safe and pleasurable one. Your honeymoon is peaceful and relaxing. Any problems you might have experienced on your wedding night are washed away by the peacefulness of your surroundings. This is the start of a lifetime that will be filled with many emotions. There is love, of course, but that will have to be tempered with tolerance. After all, loving someone who loves you in return is easy. Tolerating her when she is moody and irritable is difficult and may mean the difference between staying together or falling apart. Admiration will sometimes be offset by petty jealousy. Desire for companionship will sometimes be replaced for a need for solitude. This kind of talk may seem premature at this stage of your marriage, but within the next 2 years, things will start to become very difficult. The newness of marriage will wear off, and you'll have to start coming to grips with the fact that your partner is not as perfect as you would really like. This is not a bad thing, but it is reality. Your ability to adjust to your partner's strengths and weaknesses, and vice versa, will ultimately determine the success of your marriage. Good luck. As long as she doesn't bring her cat, and as long as she doesn't smoke, we're good. Please check your resource file to see how your wedding gifts have affected your status. What? Um, okay. Maybe I shouldn't have bought all that stuff. Who knows? I'm married to Kathy. I'm still a law office assistant. Interesting. Alright, gamers. Well, since we got married, I think I'm going to call the game there. Not call the game, but call this episode of Let's Play Alter Ego. I'm going to go ahead and finish this drink and probably head to bed. So this is SKS signing off. I hope y'all enjoyed this. I'm married now. Sorry, ladies. I'm off the table. Married to Kathy. Think that's her name. Hopefully she can keep me happy by cooking in the kitchen. I'll see you gamers next time. Night, everybody.